Have you ever been to a live concert or performance and been annoyed by people using their smartphones during the show? Well, there's a company called Yonder who are trying to change all that. They've introduced a system where you need to put your phone in a pouch before you can enter the auditorium before a live show or a concert. So is this a good idea? Is this a system that's going to work? Well, tonight I'm going to find out. So let's go. So here we are on our way to the show, and what is your view on this? So you're going to have to give up your phone as soon as we walk into the foyer.
I'm going to have to give up my phone as soon as we walk in the foyer. We're going to have to put it in a pouch and can't access it for the whole show until they unlock it at the end.
So,
not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah. So what was the story when we first found out about this?
When I first found out, I got an email that said, by the way, this show is phone free. And I emailed Pete and said, if you don't want to come, I'll find somebody else because I don't think you'll be happy with this.
And you'd think I'd be all supportive because I'm like, yeah, this is for artists and artists are choosing to do this. But for some reason, it rubs me up the wrong way that we don't get to choose. So should we go in and take a look? We'll reserve judgment. We'll let you know once we've gone inside. We're going to have to give up our phones, so there'll be no filming inside, and then we'll let you know how things go. So not only did we have to give up our phones, we had to give up our smartwatches. So we don't even have Apple Watches, but we have...
It's a Fitbit.
It's a Fitbit. It's counting our steps, but it might flash and distract the talent. So that's kind of what we were told.
We're literally in the back row.
Yeah, we're not going to distract much of the talent from here. We're in the nosebleeds. How did you go? Success. 14,000 messages and notifications, and we get our smartwatches back. Yay. So we are back now from the show. We had our first experience with Yonder. And what's the verdict? So tell us about the experience.
It was okay until my bag started buzzing 3/4 of the way through, and I'm like, can't even tell if it's the children that need me or if it's nothing, or...
Yeah.
And I could have just checked my watch, but...
They took those away too. So yeah, no smartwatches. We did wonder if you could get around it with like an Apple Watch that you could still message from, but no, smartwatches went in the pouch too. So nothing was allowed in. I've got to say it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
It wasn't too bad.
Very negative going in. It was a hassle. It was an unnecessary hassle. I don't see the problem. I've never cared too much about people with their devices in places. It seems like very much overkill for a problem.
I think the show's content is possibly why it was done, because there were some bombshells dropped and they probably don't want it leaked on the internet.
So what you're saying is that when they say that this is a process to protect the artiste and to make sure that the audience experiences and is engaged, that's a bit of a crock, and it's really just so they don't leak it on the internet?
Well, yes and no. The reason they don't want it leaked on the internet is so the people can experience it for the first time, you know, as it's supposed to be in a live setting. If I'd gone into that show beforehand knowing some of the content, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much.
So your verdict on this, if you were going to another show and Yonder was part of it and you had to give up your phone for an hour or 2 hours, what about a music? So you're going to a concert for 3 or 4 hours.
Music is different because music is loud and there are people talking and chatting and things all through it. Like a comedy show, I can sort of see you're focused on one individual. They're the ones saying words in front of you and everybody's focused on that. With music, it's a little bit of a different vibe. So I'm okay with it for quieter comedy or you know.
The verdict on Yonder is that it was okay. It was annoying. You'll see that, yes, it took a little while to get out, but only a minute longer than it would have without it. It was very loud before the show because everyone was talking
and not staring at their phones.
So I guess that was the intention, so they got that there. But yeah, I too, as I said, I was negative going in. It's not as bad as I thought, but do I still think it's necessary or a good idea? No, I don't think so. And there you go. I want to know what you think about this. Have you experienced Yonder? Have you used a similar service? Would you go to a live concert or performance if this was a condition of entry? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks again for watching. You can subscribe to the channel by clicking or tapping on the Studio Live Today icon, and I'll see you on the next video.